Hi, Leo, Sun, Moon, and Ascendant. This is Dane, and I'm going to be doing your April 2023 Mercury Retrograde reading for you. Now, I ask if this reading resonates with you. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. It really helps this channel out. It helps me out tremendously because it lets the YouTube algorithm know that you guys really appreciate it and it really listens to that. So, thank you so much for doing so. If you're interested in any of the cards that I'm using, they will all be listed in the description box below. Now, before we begin this reading, let us clear the energy space, raising our own energy vibration and releasing any negativity. This cleanse and meditation will be accompanied by a loud sound. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. Releasing all negativity from the body like storm clouds, letting yourself feel calm, centered, and at peace as we enter into this safe and loving space. So let's see the energy we need to be mindful of during this time. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. The Four of Wands, commitments. There are certain commitments we need to be mindful of. People might be trying to take advantage of them. Okay? Just be aware of this. Let's see what spirit has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading and show me clearly. This is angelic reversed. We do not feel like we're connecting with our angels. Know that your angels are always right there with you. Always, 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 always. So even though right now we might not feel like we're connecting with them, we can feel like the Mercury retrograde is strong here and we're not connecting with much. Know that your angels are always with you. Continue to talk to them. Continue to lean on them. They're right there with you. They are. The more you connect with them, the more you talk to them, the more you kind of bring them into your sphere of consciousness, the more they're there with you. You know, the more you can start to feel them. You can start to really see their presence. So be aware of that. Let's see what the tarot has to say. Angels and spirit guides, show me clearly. Guide this reading. And show me clearly, angels. And spirit guides, angels. Very interesting. So you're definitely moving forward. There's a lot of hurts and betrayals and doubts and fears that you're letting go of. The world isn't opening up. It's not like, oh wow, I'm going to be in the middle of everything during this Mercury retrograde. It's like things get smaller, things get more intense, and that's okay. That's really quite good. Let's talk about this Mercury retrograde for a moment. It begins on the 21st of April, which is right smack at the beginning of, our Taurus season. So Taurus season begins on the 20th. This is, of course, on the 21st. We've just come out of we've just come out of a new moon and solar eclipse on the 19th or 20th, depending on where you are in the world. And those have been profoundly intense, and we will not see an energy like that again until 2031. So just be aware of that. Here with the 10 of Swords, a lot of overkill is being let go of. Hurts, pains, disappointments, doubts, fears, angers. Okay? Mercury retrograde is a time when Mercury moves slower than the Earth around the sun. It just appears that way. And it just is that way. So Mercury usually moves faster. Its year is 88 days compared to ours. So when it's in retrograde, it feels like everything is moving backwards. And so here, when we're releasing doubts and fears and negativities, overkill that have hurt us, that have shaped us, that have been overwhelming to us, there's a level of it's all backwards. Like it's all backwards. And I need to let this go. So just be aware of that. There's something here that feels like it's not all making sense. And I'm done. I'm done with victimhood. I'm done with anger. I'm done with doubt. I'm done with fear. I'm done with all of this that has me laid flat on the ground. Because remember, in the Rider-Waite-Smith deck, it is, the person laid on the ground with 10 swords in them. It's overkill. I'm done with the overkill of life. So just be aware of that. Mercury retrograde focuses around news, around information, around travel, around technology, around communication. It's also in Taurus. So we're taking Taurus energy and we're going to have wherever Taurus falls in our natal chart, Mercury retrograde is going to like tap dance through it, meaning it's going to play a big role there in our lives. We feel this time, and again, it starts on the 21st of April, but we can feel it in the shadow period, the pre-shadow period on the 7th of April. We can feel it starting, right? For those of us who are more sensitive, we really felt this. And then it ends on the 14th of May. But then we have the post-shadow period that we will feel its effects until the 31st of May, especially if we're sensitive, right? This retrograde, again, in Taurus, can really target the Taurus in our chart. It can really target the Taurus elements of life. Taurus element of life, Taurus is ruled by Venus. The elements are manifestation on the physical realm. My gosh, can Taurus energy manifest? And I know people are going to say, Dane, you're talking about Taurus a lot. This is a Taurus reading. It's not a Taurus reading. Okay, Leo, it is a Leo reading, but Taurus is playing a huge element in it because Mercury retrograde is in Taurus. So with physical manifestations, that can be tricky right now. We can feel like, why aren't I able to manifest what I want, how I want it? And you're a very good manifester, okay, Leo? You're very focused, you're very driven, you can make things happen. The sun really blesses you in that way because you're ruled by the sun. So just know that here we have two gifts coming forward as well, the gift of the Ace of Swords, the gift of the Ace of Cups. This isn't physical realm gifts, like things that are tangible. These are going to be more gifts of the mind and of the heart, which is really quite cool. Mercury retrograde will also focus around and play with our sensuality, not just in romantic relationships, but the sensuality of our life, the way that we are embracing our existence, comfort, luxuries. It can play around with money. Some people are saying this quite profoundly. I think that's rather scary and unnecessary to really focus on. So just know here that it can affect money, but it doesn't have to be our main focus here, and it should not be our main focus here through the Mercury retrograde, because Taurus energy is way more than just, money. So be aware of that. There is also profound practicality in Taurus energy that's coming forward here that, again, Mercury retrograde can kind of tap dance through. And we can say, this is a great time to say, why make plans? Just do. Just do. Just see what becomes. It's very even tempered energy, which isn't going to be as reactionary to the Mercury retrograde energy as kind of Mercury retrograde would probably like, but it's astoundingly stubborn energy. So just know that we can all be just a little bit more stubborn, a little bit more like, nope, I'm not going to do what I don't want to do, or it has to be right now. We can also really dig our heels in on things and then look back on it and say, why? Why was that so important? Like, why was that my line? So just be aware of that. 10 of Swords, we're really releasing a lot of the negativity, a lot of the angry, hateful, nasty words, ideas, things that people have weighed down upon us. The world, it's not opening up, okay? The world is becoming smaller, and that's not a bad thing. It's like we're really looking at what we need, what we want, our world, what we desire. It's like it's time for me to focus on me. It's like my own little universe is in myself. And that's what I'm focusing on here. Leo, that will be one of the best things we do for ourselves during this time. God, Source, Spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, hands us a gift of knowledge here and of emotion. So here, with the Ace of Cups and the Ace of Swords. So this is cutting through doubts, fears, negativities, hurts, pains, disappointments, meaning that during a Mercury retrograde, you're going to be relatively articulate, relatively like Mercury retrograde is going to want to affect all these areas. This is the air sign energy area, which, really is ruled quite powerfully by Mercury. But we're going to see here that it's not going to affect us quite as severely as it will others. So be aware of that. Gemini energy is also not going to be as affected as severely as others, which is a really cool thing. There is a gift of knowledge coming in, a gift of insight, a real gift of, I can see the stubbornness coming in here. It's a real gift of like, I'm stubborn, I'm driven, I know what I want, I know what I'm saying, and I'm going after it. You're going to come to revelations of the mind. It's like insights, ideas, deeper understandings. They're really going to be driving us during this time, Leo. And here with the Ace of Cups, this is, again, God, source, spirit, however you see the divine, the universe, handing us a gift. It's a gift of the heart. It's a gift of what we love. It's a gift that's cleansing our soul and embracing where we need to be for us. The Ace of Cups can also bring up a lot of pains negatively around love, like a lot of things that we've just kind of like shoved down. It's like shove it down deep, shove it down deep. Don't think about it. You know, I just hearing eat around the pain. Like, don't think about it. Just shove it down. And now it's like, nope, I'm not doing that anymore. I'm releasing it. And it can make us so that we're rather sensitive. We want to cry. We we want to get angry at things. We need to let the big emotions out, right? As you would say to little kids, let the big emotions out. We need to let our big emotions out. As much as we're not children, but we are always somebody's child. So here it's like I need to release. I need to release and I need to be okay with the release. And this can make us more sensitive, but it's also going to it's going to clean our cup so that we can feel it again. We can feel it again, and it's beautiful and it's fresh and it's like, oh, okay, I'm here. And then we have the Chariot, very strong, Cancer energy coming in. So if we're born on the cusp with Cancer, we have Cancer in our chart. That's going to be brilliant for us. We're moving forward. We're moving forward towards what we love and towards what we desire. That cleanse of emotion is very effective during this time. And as we move forward, we see where we need to be. We're going to be like, okay, I have the reins. Okay, I'm seeing this knowledge. Okay, I'm understanding this. Okay, I'm getting this more. And that's going to be really great for us. It's funny because Cancer is ruled by the moon. So I always feel like Cancer should be your opposite sign, but it's not, Leo. Your opposite sign is Aquarius. But here, it's like the sun and the moon are coming together to put things into harmony during the Mercury retrograde. So really, yeah, like messages can be lost, things can go awry. You can have Mercury retrograde shenanigans happening. Fine. But you come out of it really well. Like there's just a sense of like, I got this. I've got this. I'm moving forward. And it's because you're not sitting there. Don't sit there and say, I'm conquering the world right now. This is not the time. This is not the time at all. This is the time to step into you. Step into your power, to step into your grace, step into your abundance, and say, this is my time. This is my time. I focus on me. I'm the small universe. I'm the small world right now. And I know it. It's a very good thing. Okay, let's see what energy we need to be mindful of. This is the Hangman reversed. Our mind is changing again. Like we see things differently before, and now we're seeing things differently again, and we're like, oh my gosh, what way am I supposed to see it? We can trip ourselves up. Okay, we can get in our own way. Be aware of that. Our subconscious, spirit energy is create, cultivate. Create what you want in life. Cultivate it. This is time of tremendous creative energy. It can get all muddled, like all the paints can run together and it just makes like brown or black. When you're a little kid and you're trying to paint on everything and you're like, oh man, why did it come out like a rainbow when you pile all the colors on top of each other? But create, see what happens. See what happens. Explore. It might not come out the greatest during this time, and that's okay. But as long as you started, it's profound, it's beautiful. Our subconscious message from the tarot is the devil. It's Capricorn energy. All right, devil is ruled by Saturn. Very strict, very structured energy. We can be really rebelling against structures. Okay, be aware of that. It's like I don't want to do what I don't want to do during this time. But there's also a sense of we're facing addictions, alcohols, drugs, sex, food, shopping. We're facing addictions, and we're saying no. We're saying I see you. So just know that those addictions could be those type of addictions. They could be anxieties, fears, doubts. It could be negative self-talk. It could be whatever it is. It could be procrastination. Whatever it is that negatively impacts your life. It could be not sleeping. It'd be like, oh, I'm just going to sit here quietly scrolling through my phone, and then all of a sudden the birds start to sing, and you're like, what? What's going on? So just be aware of this here with the devil energy. It's whatever negative. Subconsciously, you're staring it right in the face, and you're like, I don't think so. No. All right. All right, here, Leo. I hope this reading has resonated with you. I wish you nothing but light, love, peace, and happiness. May harmony always be with you. I'm sending loving, healing energy to each and every one of you. I love you all, and stay safe. Let's end this reading with a meditation, a clearing away of negative energy, a raising of our positive energy as we embrace the power, intensity, and beauty of this time and of ourselves. So take a nice deep breath in, exhaling whenever it feels comfortable for you. May you move forward in peace and in harmony, Leo. May blessings and prosperity always be with you. I love you all. God bless. Bye.